Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So after my 3 days vacation, I would like to describe Singapore in 5 words. Ultra clean, modern, systematic, diverse, and expensive. So in this video, I would like to share to you guys my experience during our trip. So I rented a pocket Wi-Fi through Klook app, but you can always choose Singapore SIM card if you want. It depends on your liking. I was traveling with my friends, so getting a pocket Wi-Fi is more budget friendly. It is the same app that I used to book stuff and activities when I visited Seoul last March of 2018. I highly recommend it, especially if you are traveling alone. So next, let's talk about visa. If you are a citizen from the following country that I will flash on the screen, you will need to obtain your visa in advance. But if your country is not on the list, you will be granted a tourist visa upon arrival. We arrived around 2 a.m. and my friend's family picked us up at Changi Airport and they let us stay in their house. They're so sweet and kind and they helped me a lot on this trip. And during our 3-day tour in Singapore, we were using public transportation all the time. EasyLink was a big help. All you have to do is top up your EasyLink card and use it in MRT, LRT, buses, and even in 7-Eleven if you want to get stuff. Now, you can buy the EasyLink card from any ticket office at train stations or any Changi recommend store. So let me share to you guys my experience in Singapore. Let's begin with the Singapore's iconic Merlion statue, located at Merlion Park, where everyone is taking their pictures in an open mouth manner. Well, most of the tourists, including me, it is really worth seeing the Merlion statue. So the Merlion's body symbolizes Singapore's humble beginnings as a fishing village, and its head represents the Singapore's original name, which is Singapura, which means Lion City. And then next, of course, we visited the gardens by the bay as well, but among the 12 attractions inside, we only visited the Super Tree Grove and it was majestic. Lights and music transformed the iconic super trees every evening during the Gardens by the Bay light show. And they call it the Garden Rhapsody. This visual extravaganza brings a touch of sparkle to the towering structures, dressing them up in stunning colors and dancing patterns of light. It's amazing. Garden Rhapsody comes on twice every evening if you want to catch it. First show takes place at 7:45 p.m. and the second show comes on 8:45 p.m. And guess what? The light show is totally free. The next, this giant observation wheel, or what we call the Singapore Flyer. It offers the 360-degree city views, a panorama that stretches to parts of Malaysia and Indonesia on a clear day. Sadly, I decided not to ride Asia's largest giant observation wheel because of 2 reasons: fear of heights, and I felt really weird riding it with no company. But I made a promise that on my next visit, regardless I'm traveling alone or not, I will let myself experience the Singapore Flyer. Well, at least I have something to look forward to, right? And of course, we visited the Sentosa Island as well. So Singapore is famous for its staggering man-made developments that have quickly turned what was just a small jungle island into sprawling metropolis in just a matter of decades. Its beaches are no exception. The pristine white sands we saw on Sentosa's coast are all the result of human intervention. But, although technically man-made, there is nothing fake about the soft sand, which is actually imported from nearby Malaysia. So Sentosa Island boasts 3.2 kilometers of the white stuff, and visitors can find plenty to do, such as lounging at one of the various beach bars, splashing around in the shallow warm sea, or just Finding a quiet spot underneath a palm tree with a good book for the afternoon. For the best spots, head to Tanjong or Palawan or Siloso Beach. We did not do much activity on the beach, but the view is worth every second there. Next destination, Universal Studios. We booked our ticket to Universal Studios through Klook app as well. We decided to get their Halloween Horror Night pass because why not? It's Halloween when we went there. So just like Disneyland, visiting Universal Studios is indeed part of most of the tourist bucket list. And if you are an adult like me, Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights edition is, I think, the best option. So their horror night feature 5 haunted houses, 3 live shows, and 2 scare zones. And of course, their extreme rides were open as well, which makes this edition the best. And lastly, it was at night, so the sun isn't out killing us with its heat, right? And of course, before anything else, let's talk about food. We get to try the chicken laksa and we must have it in the best restaurant, and the internet said it's the 328 Katong Laksa. When it comes to finding the best laksa in Singapore, many locals wouldn't look beyond the East Coast Road. It doesn't help that beating celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay in a 2013 cooking showdown has made this restaurant extra famous. Actually, what made it so special to their fans and curious foodies like me is its extremely delicious and aromatic coconut-based curry soup. Since the noodles are always cut short before serving, you will no longer need a pair of chopsticks to wolf them down. Use a spoon to scoop out all the goodness. And then next, we also went to Singapore's National Museum, the nation's oldest museum that seeks to inspire with stories of Singapore and the world. It is a perfect place to take Instagram-worthy pictures as well. Next, the palm fringe Arab Street is crowned by the Golden Sultan Mosque and beating heart of the Muslim faith in Singapore. Here, you will find a wealth of stylish boutiques and restored shop houses selling textiles, carpets, gold, basketware, and leather, among others. Haji Line is the Singapore's narrowest street. It is also well worth a visit, even just to window shop, or you just want to catch a look at cool graffitis and take picture. And because we do not have Jollibee in Thailand, I was so excited to get to taste Jollibee again. We went to Bugis Street to do some shopping and a lunch at Jollibee. So Bugis is well-known area as the cheapest and hottest shopping mecca of Singapore. To conclude our wonderful tour in Singapore, we went back to Marina Bay Sands to watch the famous light and water show called Spectra. It is the choreographed fountains, lava, and mist effects, and an orchestral soundtrack set the stage. But its centerpiece is a 12-meter-high glass prism that forms the heartbeat of its 15-minute show. It was amazing and beautiful. I came back from Singapore telling everyone how I love the city, taking into consideration that Singapore is a very small country and a part of ASEAN, or what we call the Southeast Asian countries. It is such an unexpected place that just keeps on growing. Take note, Singapore has the second strongest passport in the world. Just a fun fact though. So probably not as popular as Tokyo and Seoul, but the diverse cultural experience I had is overwhelming. Makes me want to go back to experience more. That's all guys, so thank you guys for watching this video, and if you have any questions on my trip, you can directly message me through my Instagram account, and I'm really happy to reply to you guys, and see you on my next video. Goodbye.